Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to build this complete AI powered YouTube assistant from scratch. Just paste an YouTube video link, click process, and within seconds, the application extracts the video transcript, automatically generate YouTube chapters using AI, and creates a chatbot that lets you ask questions about the video. So instead of watching a 2-hour tutorial just to find out one answer, you can simply ask the chatbot and it will answer using the video's content. And by the end of this video, you will build this entire application step by step and understand how it works internally. So let's get started on this project. So first let me show you the required libraries for this project. So I have created a requirements.txt file. So these are the imports or the libraries that we need to install before we start with the project. Okay, so before we start coding, let's answer one simple question. Why are we building this project? Understanding RAG through theory is helpful, but building a real project is where everything clicks. Today, RAG powers many AI applications, including PDF chatbots, website assistants, company knowledge bases, and customer support bot. So before writing any code, let's understand the complete workflow. Imagine a user pastes a YouTube URL into our application, and as we know, AI can't understand the link directly. So we first extract the video's transcript, and once transcript is there, instead of sending the entire transcript to the LLM, which would be slow and inefficient, we split it into smaller chunks, and here each chunk is converted into an embedding. Embedding is nothing but a numerical representation of the word meaning, and then we stored that embedding into a fast vector database. So when the user asks a question, we search the vector database to find only the most relevant chunks, and those chunks are then sent to the Llama 3 as a context, allowing it to generate accurate answers. So this complete workflow is called retrieval augmented generation, and by the end of this project you will build this pipeline from scratch and understand what happens at every step. Okay, so far we have understood the complete architecture. Now it's time to actually build it. Let's begin with the entry point of our application, which is app.py. You can think of this file as the brain of our application. So let's first understand these imports. Instead of writing everything inside one giant Python file, I have divided the project into multiple modules. One module is responsible for extracting the transcript, another module creates our vector database, another module handles the RAG pipeline, and another module generates YouTube chapters. This makes our code much cleaner, easier to maintain, and much easier to understand. Next, we are configuring our Streamlit application. Here, we are simply setting the page title and the page icon and using a wide layout so we have more space for our application. Then we display a title and a short description explaining what this application does. We are simply creating the user interface. Next, we create a simple text box where the user can paste a YouTube URL link, just a simple input field, and below that we create the process video button. Now think about what would happen when the user clicks this button. This single click will trigger our complete AI pipeline. Everything starts from here. Now move on to transcript.py. This file is responsible for converting a YouTube video into text. Because remember, large language models don't understand YouTube links. They understand text. So the first thing we do is extract the unique video ID from the URL. Now YouTube supports different URL formats. Some videos use the regular watch URL, some use the shorter u2.b format, and short videos have a completely different URL structure. So instead of supporting only one format, our function checks each possibility and extracts the correct video ID. And once we have the video ID, we use the YouTube transcript API. This API downloads the transcript associated with that video, but the transcript doesn't come back as one large paragraph. Instead, it's written as hundreds of small snippets, and each snippet contains a few spoken words along with timing information. And for this chatbot, we don't need those timestamps. We only need the text. So we combine all those snippets together, creating one complete transcript of this video. And now, for the first time, our application actually understands what's inside that YouTube video. Okay, now let's go back to app.py. The next part is generating chapters. At this point, we have successfully converted our YouTube video into plain text. Now, here is an interesting question. Since we already have the transcript, can AI automatically generate YouTube chapters for us? The answer is yes. So instead of manually watching the entire video and adding timestamp one by one, we will let our large language model do that work for us. So let's see how chapter generation works. This file is responsible for generating YouTube chapters using a RLLM model. So the first thing you will notice is that we are using ChatOllama with the Llama 3 model. Since I have already installed Ollama locally, everything runs directly on my machine. So no OpenAI API needed, no internet request needed. Everything happens locally. Now let's move to the generate chapter function. So this function accepts one input, which is our transcript. And remember, this transcript contains everything that was spoken inside the YouTube video. Now the interesting part begins. Instead of writing complicated logic ourselves, we simply write a prompt. And these prompts tell the model exactly what we want. We are telling the model to analyze the transcript, generate between 5 and 10 YouTube chapters, and most importantly, return only the chapters. This last instruction is very important. If we don't specify it, the model might also return an explanation or additional text. Good prompt engineering is all about giving the model clear and specific instructions. Finally, we invoke Llama 3 with this prompt. The model reads the transcript, understands the different topics being discussed, and generates well-structured YouTube chapters. Those chapters are then returned to our Streamlit application and displayed to the user. Pretty cool, right? Now, even though we have the transcript, our chatbot is still not ready. And here is the reason. Suppose the transcript contains 50,000 words. Every time the user asks a question, should we send all 50,000 words to the LLM model? Definitely not. That would be extremely slow, consume a lot of memory, and make the application inefficient. Instead, we are going to build something called a vector store. And this is where the real power of retrieval augmented generation begins. So now we have the transcript, but here's the question. Can we send the entire transcript to the LLM every time someone asks a question? The answer is no. If the transcript is very large, the response will become slow. So first, we split the transcript into smaller pieces called chunks. Here, we are creating chunks of around 1000 characters with a small overlap of 200 characters. This overlap helps us preserve context between chunks. Next, we convert every chunk into an embedding. An embedding is simply a numerical representation of text. This allows the computer to understand the meaning of the text instead of just matching words. And finally, we store all these embeddings inside Phase, which is our vector database. Now our knowledge base is ready. Whenever someone asks a question, Phase can quickly find the most relevant chunks instead of searching the entire transcript. Right? So our vector database is ready. Now let's see what actually happens when the user asks a question. So this rag.py file contains our complete rag pipeline. When the user asks a question, the first step is similarity search. So instead of sending the whole transcript to the LLM, we search the vector database and retrieve only the top 4 most relevant chunks. These chunks become the context for our model. Next, we create a prompt. In this prompt, we are telling the model to answer only from the retrieved transcript. We are also adding an important instruction. If the answer is not available in the transcript, don't just guess. Instead, simply reply that the information was not found in the video. Okay? Finally, we send the prompt to Llama 3 using Ollama. Llama 3 reads the retrieved context, generates the answer, and returns it to our Streamlit application. And that's how our RAG chatbot answers question accurately. So now our application is complete. Let's run it and see everything working together. We will process a YouTube video, generate chapters, and ask a few questions to see our RAG chatbot in action. So this is our YouTube AI assistant chatbot. So I am pasting a YouTube link here, and when I am clicking on process video, our transcript is getting created. It is getting saved in our process folder. So this is our transcript. Okay, if I open the transcript, you can see this is my transcript. After that, it is generating YouTube chapters, and now the chapters have been generated. See, these are our generated chapters based on the URL that we have pasted. Right now, our chatbot is also ready. So we can ask any question related to this video and our chatbot will be able to answer. So suppose from the chapter itself, if I pick this, tell me the difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning. And let's click on the ask button. So see, it is able to answer the question based on the YouTube URL that we have given to it. So that is our YouTube AI assistant chatbot. So that means our chatbot is working perfectly fine. The project aims to develop a retrieval augmented generation based AI application that processes YouTube URL, extract transcript, enables intelligent question answering. I will be sharing all the code files in a Google Drive link. You can use that and you can try it on your own machine. So that's it from this video. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel and I will see you in the next video.